Good evening, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and family friends. My name is Davis Stewart, and I am the principal of Rocklin High School, and it is an honor to welcome you to the graduation ceremonies for Rocklin High School's 21st graduating class, the class of 2017. Tonight is a very special night for our graduates, their families, and for our staff. 4 years of hard work have earned them the right to walk across this stage. We are honored to have with us here this evening members of the Rocklin Board of Trustees, Board President Todd Lowell, trustee members Wendy Lang, Camille Mabin, and Eric Stevens. Also sharing this evening with us are RUSD Superintendent Roger Stock, Deputy Superintendent of Business Services, Barbara Patterson, Deputy Superintendent of Educational Services, Kathy Pond, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Colleen Slattery, and Director of Secondary Program and School Leadership, Marty Flowers. I also want to recognize a special group of educators that will be sitting just off to the sides here in a few minutes. The seniors were asked which K-8 teachers in the Rocklin district have made the greatest impact on them, and those teachers were invited to sit with us here tonight in celebration of all that the class of 2017 has accomplished. On behalf of our graduates, I want to thank you for your service and special impact you have had on this wonderful group of seniors. Joining us on stage in a few minutes will be some of the staff who have played key roles in making this evening happen. Assistant Principals Mark Douglas and Jill Meschert will lead the processional, followed by Senior Class Advisors Pilar Padilla, April Kennitzer, along with our Activities Director, John Thompson. The two individuals most involved with the senior class will lead in the seniors and take their places on stage. Senior Class Counselor Kelly Harris and Assistant Principal Whitney Cottrell. We are truly fortunate to have a school board, district office, and staff who are so supportive of our graduation ceremonies. Please, let's give them a round of applause. Tonight, as always, Rocklin High School prides itself on great tradition. Part of these traditions are expressed through the way our commencement is conducted. This year, we ordered ideal weather just for you for this special night. In a moment, our graduates will be entering the stadium. They will walk past the stands on both sides of the field and will walk up the center aisle in the VIP section. We are asking for all of you are watching, please stand when the processional starts and remain standing until the graduates take their seats. Do not move into the middle aisles for a picture as the graduates enter. When we start handing out diplomas for the graduates, please listen carefully and quietly to each graduate's name as the ceremony progresses. If you are in the VIP section on the field and would like to move closer to the stage as your son or daughter walks across the stage, there are 2 areas provided for photo opportunities on either side of the center section. Please take your photos and quickly make room for the next set of parents. At the close of the ceremony, those of you before me in the VIP section, please allow a few moments for our seniors to say a final farewell to their teachers and classmates before you enter and find your son or daughter. Those of you in the stands, please remain off the field until the gates are open for you. When you do come down, please do not bring any food, gum, or beverages. Finally, remember the diplomas can be picked up after graduation ceremony in the small gym behind the home side of the stadium. With these things in mind, our processional march of the graduates will now commence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing or stand for the presentation of our colors by the California 954th Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and National Anthem performed by our senior members of the RHS Chamber Singers. The commander of the Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard carrying the U.S. flag is Cadet Captain Mitchell Templin. The state flag is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Joseph Nobriga. The right guard is Cadet Major Daniel Leonore. The left guard is Cadet Master Sergeant Trent Meebust.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium the Associated Student Body President, Mr. Ryan Gwynn.
To the staff and faculty of Rocklin High School, who have contributed so much to our success. To the board and Rocklin Unified School District members who make decisions with our best interests in mind. To the family members who have shown constant support throughout our lives. To the parents who have role modeled and stood by our side for these last 17 to 18 years. And to the students in front of me who will soon start the next chapter of their lives. Welcome to the graduation and commencement ceremony of Rocklin High School's class of 2017. Yes, parents, I wasn't completely sure that we would make it either. But here we are, with our caps and our gowns, ready for the summer before all our paths split. Some of us will be going to college, whether community or a university. Some of us will enter straight into the workforce and start making money like real adults. And some of us will serve in our military to protect us all, becoming a hero in my eyes, as well as the rest of our nation. But no matter what we do or where we go, once August hits this year, one thing's for certain. An era of our life has come to a close. When I was a boy, I'd always hear the adults around me say, back in high school. It's crazy to think that we can now say those words too. Some of my family members and teachers have said that their favorite memories were made back in high school. And that's surreal to me, because we still have 3/4 of our lives to live and make memories. But it got me thinking, what am I going to remember about Rocklin? What is my back in high school story going to be? In 10 years, our lives are going to be very different. Some of us might be happily married. Some of us might have a child or 7. We might be in a different city, state, even country. Each one of our lives will be unique from each other. But one thing we will always share is our high school and the memories we made together. In 10 years, I know that I will still be talking about Rocklin High School. I will tell everyone who will listen that back in high school, I had teachers who developed me as a thinker and a person. Back in high school, I made life choices that went really well and really wrong. Back in high school, I didn't get the honor of knowing every single member of my class, but those I did get to know, I grew to love. Back in high school, I made friendships that will last a lifetime. Back in high school, some of the memories I made, I cherish the most. We have one summer left before our roads diverge, and who knows where they're going to lead, for we do not have control of the future, but we do of the present. Let's make sure to make the most of it. Like Andy Bernard from The Office said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. So go out on a limb, try something new, and make every minute count. Thank you. It's been an honor serving as your student body president. And again, welcome to the graduation of the class of 2017. God bless.
And now, please welcome Jeffrey Farley.
I wanted to start today by addressing and thanking all of those who showed up. Family, friends, teachers, and staff. It means the world to all of us that you could show up today and watch as we reminisce about our good times here and as we anticipate those to come. Your support is something that has not gone unnoticed and is something that will forever motivate us. Thank you all for everything that you've done. And now, to those sitting in front of me in the caps and gowns, pinch yourself if you need to, because it's for real this time. After 4 long years, we're finally sitting here in the chairs we figured we'd never make it to. And that's the thing I've always loved about this class. No matter how taxing and impossible the road ahead may seem, we take on the future with a full head of steam and an unmatched determination, one that will not be satisfied. I was sitting in my math class last year when a teacher by the name of John Kirk said, Mr. Kirk said, and to think you're the future of my country. And while this may have been remarked in sarcasm, it was clear that what Mr. Kirk saw in front of him was in fact a very promising future. And I don't think he could have been more right. A few weeks ago, that sentence crossed my mind, and it's been stuck there ever since. Because when I look out in front of me, that's exactly what I see, the future of our country. Sitting in front of me, I see politicians, lawyers, scientists, doctors. I see husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, and heroes. This chapter has had its ups and downs, but in the end, we can all leave here with our heads held high, knowing that we've accomplished something great. And while the next chapter may seem too big to take in, I can assure you there's no group that can accomplish what this group can right here. In our years here, we've been taught what greatness is, shown what it looks like, and we've seen its outcomes. Now it is our time to take what we've learned and to achieve it ourselves. While being a student may feel like the most important position ever, I can assure you there's much, much more to come, as highlighted by our senior quote. It doesn't matter where you are now, you are nowhere compared to where you can go. So with that in mind, class of 2017, I urge you to challenge yourself beyond all limits you thought imaginable. I challenge you to go out into this world and to conquer it. Never be afraid to apply yourself, and always trust in your abilities. Looking back on all the amazing accomplishments we've had these past 4 years, I see no limits to those we will see in the future. Because when I look out at those sitting in front of me, it is clear that what lies ahead is something amazing. And with this group of people, it's pretty hard not to be excited about the future. If Mr. Kirk were to ask me today, I'd say the future of our country looks pretty bright. Class of 2017, it's been an honor of mine to spend the past 4 years with you, and it'll be an even greater honor of mine to change the world with you in the years to come. Best of luck to you all, and go Thunder!
And ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment this evening, Rocklin High School's senior ensemble will be singing Rivers and Roads.
And now, class of 2017, please stand and join the senior ensemble to sing the alma mater, Autonatus. And now, for a version of your class history, please welcome Delaney Hertel.
Rugrats, Rubik's Cubes, SpongeBob, Skippets, Moonshoes, Pokemon. We, class of 2017, are the last of the 90s babies. A title we have always trumpeted with pride despite how little we may actually remember. Still, there is no doubt in my mind that much like the legacy of our birth years, our legacy will be remembered and revered for years to come. We've lived through 9/11, the stock market crash, the election of America's first African-American president, and yes, even the heartbreaking demotion of Pluto from planet to dwarf planet. We're part of a generation that not only recognizes injustice, but seeks to right the wrongs of the world through passionate action and debate. Bob Proctor once said, quote, "It doesn't matter where you are nowhere compared to where you can go," end quote. Nothing represents this more than our own history. Take a minute and think back to our first day of elementary school. Some of us, thrilled with newfound independence, set off across the playground, pigtails held high. Some of us clutched our mother's hands, crying and begging them not to leave us to the whim of playground politics. But still, we persisted. From there, we moved to the pubescent whirlpool that was middle school. Faced with newfound challenges of teenage angst and acne, we did not shy away. Instead, we charged straight into this trial by fire. And finally, we arrived at Rocklin High School. We dominated everything from football to mock trial, FHA hero to stunt, water polo to science Olympiad, and kept our academics up in the meantime. We've been a class of beginnings, of innovation. We've seen the inception of our school's first stunt team and marching band, along with an infinite amount of clubs and traditions. We've had students from this class go to state in mock trial, cross country, FHA hero, speech and debate, wrestling, and so many, many more. Major universities have recruited our students for everything from golf to lacrosse. Next year, our students will be attending 177 different universities across the country, along with many entering trade schools, enlisting in the military, or going straight to the workforce. $6,166,349 were given as scholarships and grants for our students, pursuing everything from vocal performance to engineering. Now, as a class, we've endured twice the amount of standardized testing, suffered through the first beginnings of Common Core, and watched more videos of people dumping a bucket of water over their heads or standing still than we could ever imagine. What counts, though, is that we did it together. This class is made up of over 300 individual jack-of-all-trades. You pick any student in this crowd and ask what they do. I would bet money they would list at least 3 extracurriculars, if not more. We're the class that's done it all, and we will continue to do it all in the future. That's just who we've proven ourselves to be. History is written by the winner. This truth is no greater exemplified than by the fact that we're sitting here today, class of 2017. We're here, 90s babies. We won. And now it's time to relay our experience to the world. Thank you.
And now, with the recognition of our valedictorians, please welcome to the podium the class of 2017's class advisors, Pilar Padilla and April Knitzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we will recognize all valedictorians for the class of 2017. Valedictorians, when your name is read, please stand. Haruni Pereira.
Suida Parisia.
Elena Morrow.
Holly Ham.
Davis Gomes.
Carl Danielson.
Alexander Bauer.
Navita Atoda.
And the tete-a-tete for the class of 2017, Claire Stanley.
And Luciano Gonzalez.
Thank you. You guys may be seated. Delivering our valedictorian address this evening, Mr. Davis Gomes.
Hello, class of 2017. Wow, it's been a great 4 years here at Rocklin High School. I appreciate all of the opportunities that Rocklin High School provides to learn and grow. I've gained a lot of great academic knowledge during my time here. But the most important thing I will take away from Rocklin High School isn't that in 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue, or that the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a equals x. The most crucial aspects of high school are the life lessons I've learned. I thought I'd share a few of these lessons with you here today. To start, I learned to take risks over my 4 years and to never be afraid to try new things. Like that one time I tried the bean and cheese burrito at the school cafeteria. Man, those things are ugly. But not bad, not bad. I also learned that communication skills are essential. I think I'm getting better at that one, judging by the fact that I've said more words up here today than I would during a typical week my freshman year. I've learned that making mistakes is vital. I remember one day freshman year showing up to the wrong class. But I can assure you that from that day on, I never made that mistake again. Until about 2 days later. On a serious note, I've also learned to give thanks. I want to thank the teachers for everything they do. They always put us students first, which makes Rocklin a very special place to be. But most importantly, I learned that change is necessary and good. I remember a quote I learned back in Mr. Horenko's class from the Greek philosopher Heraclitus that said, "The only thing that is constant is change." I hope, as we begin one of the most significant changes in our lives, that we can reflect on our development here over the past 4 years. Hold what we have learned close to our hearts and use it to help us grow as we move on into the real world. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in your journey forward.
We got time. It's okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Rocklin High School Symphonic Band will entertain us with High School Musical.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege and an honor to stand before you tonight as the principal of Rocklin High School. I can honestly say that I have the greatest job in the world because looking out at these young adults as they embark on their journey beyond high school represents hope and inspiration for our future. The class of 2017 started here at RHS 4 years ago in a crowded gymnasium in August of 2013. They were asked to seize every moment of their high school experience, both in and out of the classroom. They were asked to push themselves, to try new things, to take risks in everything they do. They embraced this challenge and asked, okay, what's next? Now, as we celebrate Rocklin High's 21st graduating senior class, I think back on some of the original aspirations for Rocklin High School when our school was first established. It was our founding principal, Mr. Phil Spears, who was in attendance tonight for his grandson's graduation, goal that Rocklin High School have something for every student. Tonight's graduation is a milestone as our graduates represent the fruition of this goal. Sitting here before us tonight, they represent the culmination of an ideal high school experience, one in which students are able to grow and succeed while exploring their interests and passions. As a class, they have earned an average GPA of 3.5. They have been offered over $6 million in grants and scholarships. They will be representing RHS at some of the top universities in our nation, attending Stanford, Cal, UCLA, Notre Dame, Syracuse, and many more universities and colleges in California and throughout the country. They have participated in thousands of hours of concerts, plays, shows, performances, and practices. They have competed at the highest levels in over 250 CIF athletic events, some at the highest levels in our state. They have been part of over 80 clubs on our campus. They have logged close to 40,000 hours of community service, which equates to about $420,000 if they were paid the minimum wage. And they have completed 21st century pathways in engineering, broadcasting, journalism, and computer science. The list of their accomplishments goes on and on. Class of 2017, you have excelled far beyond anyone's measure of success. And with this foundation, you are well prepared to face the challenges of the 21st century. You are the last graduating class to have been born in the 20th century and have grown up in one of the more turbulent times our world has faced. But it is here that I find the most hope and inspiration because of the way you have embraced every challenge and endeavor that has been put before you over the past 4 years. I am confident you are ready to face the challenges before you today. In the words of Nobel Prize playwright George Bernard Shaw, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So as you say goodbye to Rocklin High School, class of 2017, it is time to go out and create yourself. As you embark on this journey, take the core beliefs that you have developed during your time here and let them guide you as you find your sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Know that we are always stronger when we are working together collectively for a common purpose. Take with you the sense of connections and relationships that you have built, not only with your classmates, but with the Rocklin community. Know that our slogan, "We are Rocklin," is more than just words. It is about belonging to something larger than yourself, and that we are all in this together. Class of 2017, it is your time to not only create yourself, but shape the world. Thank you for the last 4 years and the positive impact you have made at Rocklin High School. Are you guys ready to graduate? All right. Graduates, please rise. Superintendent Stock, members of the school board, the administration and staff at Rocklin High School, certify these students have met Rocklin Unified School District requirements for graduation and as such are ready to receive their diplomas. You want this left up?
Luciano Gonzalez.
Claire Stanley.
Navina Atoda.
Alexander Bauer.
Carl Danielson.
Davis Gomes.
Holly Ham.
Elena Morrill.
Sweta Parisia.
Haruni Pereira.
Wait right there, David. Wait right there, David. David.
Dominic Bakay.
Ryan Gwynn.
Nick Obneal.
Talia Panadero.
Stephen Ellis.
Parker Ryder.
Nathan Scalise.
Nicholas Candris.
Malaya Bogus.
Caitlin Smith.
Kylie Fuji.
Colin Carter Buchanan.
Serene Tarazi.
Kaylee Hall.
Connor Cook.
Austin Michael.
Mitchell Secondo.
Seon Park.
Noel Nina Madrio.
Delaney Hertel.
Aaliyah Campos.
Jeffrey Farley.
Desi Streeter.
Camille Pixton.
Timothy Hendricks.
Joseph Petrason.
Kaylee Rafter.
Aaron Gibson.
McKenna Ferenzi.
Sophia Day.
John Steinke.
Audrey Trejo.
Laura Maranta.
Wyatt Walsh.
Benjamin Strong.
Spencer Schaller.
Isabel Goodman.
Kylia Ligon.
Alex Angel.
Caitlin Stutz.
Jennifer Wergadal.
Aliana Pitts.
Claire Cottrell.
Madeline Adams.
Alexandra Bustamante.
Michael Nolan.
Matthew Lang.
Zachary Giltner.
Brooke Weckler.
Rianne Hunter.
Sarah Daniels.
Angelina Tapero.
Rachel Daniels.
Samuel Stoutenberg.
Connor Whitelaw.
Ellery Sutton.
Keena McNaught.
Dylan Stiles.
Avery Martine.
Aaliyah Silvera.
Julia Wynn.
Gregory Olson.
Kendall Thompson.
Allison Gerber.
Alexi Deaver.
Brenna Vidal.
Elizabeth Russ.
Brandon Blaylock.
Connor Rainey.
Spencer Bass.
Jilliana Passy.
Amy Rivera.
Alicia Alley.
Joshua Worth.
Jillian Flowers.
Melissa Madamba.
Ryan Keener.
Lane Trundy.
Alyssa Calzada.
Jonathan Fitzpatrick.
Seamus Nawabi.
Jessica Gurga.
Kaiulani Kawamoto.
Cassandra Kindley.
Ashley L. Taylor.
Sierra Hyde.
Aaron Waltman.
Kabir Chitra.
Lindsay Simon.
Savannah Mahaffey.
Elizabeth Shelley.
Casey O'Brien.
Samantha London.
Jonathan Flowers.
Thomas Chess.
Alana Lopez.
Nicholas Weedy.
Samantha Cho.
Faith Hardy.
Christian Jimenez.
Madeline Horton.
Sori Victor.
Kylie Chan.
Benjamin Razumowski.
Diana Polhack.
Ryan DeLearn.
Liam Tufts.
Desiree Burton.
Jocelyn Andreas.
Courtney Zick.
Alex McKinley.
Connor Bickford.
Samantha Schultz.
Jacob Potterzay.
Bethany Laws.
Erica Mayman.
Dominic Hutak.
Annalise Ramos.
Alexander Hanley.
Sarah Caraca.
Wade Osborne.
Jared Peterson.
Melody Jeeve.
Estefan Gonzalez.
Gloria Valenzuela.
James Hendricks.
Madison Middleton.
Juliana Henderson.
Delaney Walatka.
Rebecca Bernstein.
Skylar Wolfing.
Morgan Petrarca.
Logan Bick.
Kohana Ramirez.
Richa Sharma.
Luke LaFleur.
Cole Brown.
Jake Barron.
Brianna Sue.
Vanessa Francisco.
Liesel Balmer.
Julia Ella.
Maxwell Cordosa.
Ariana Ogans.
Ryan Corderola.
Sarah Earhart.
Ananth Maperla.
Samuel Sears.
Ryan DeGrande.
Michael Guilfoy.
Madeline Morrison.
Zachary Heredia.
Sabrina Nottingham.
Gabriela Silva.
Ashley Wilhelm.
Brandon King.
Lauren Parker.
Tyler Anderson.
Connor Boley.
Benjamin Walsh.
Nicole Cartan.
Alyssa Long.
Shay Brennan.
Brendan Howard.
Alexander Anderson.
Chandler Emerson.
Nicole Kinser.
Ashley Hay.
Colin Santos.
Aaron Kane.
Mindy Fink.
Hunter Stewart.
Kyle Watkins.
Nicholas Bateman.
Marissa Snyder.
Kyle Bowman.
Andrew Aiken.
Morgan Irwin.
Sarah Turner.
Lauren Tracy.
Emily Pratt.
Jessica Valverde.
Keith Walker.
Alyssa James.
James Matouche.
Jeffrey Selvey.
Gregory Kaiser.
Carissa Newberry.
Jacob Maida.
Emily Watson.
Maxim Mata.
John Gist.
Jonah Dundas.
Riley Baldwin.
Skylar Schmidt.
Logan Johnson.
Maylin Lau.
Sarah Saldana.
Jacob Dana.
Michaela Cadeau.
Rebecca Chisholm.
Paige Carrier.
McKenna Christine Crow.
Raymond Matthews.
Allison McLean.
Grayson Romig.
Madison Sauer.
Carter Wickland.
Brendan Rakella.
Tyler Brandon.
Joy Gad.
Marissa Darnell.
Colton Graves.
Amy Seiler.
Haley Matthews.
Andrew Mooney.
Mateo D'Amelia.
Timofey Salav.
Mitchell Bardette.
Gabriel Sharif.
Sebastian Sayabath.
Sophia Fernando.
Andy Cho.
Preston Murray.
Tanis Allen.
Justin Johnson.
Meredith Milam.
Tucker Moore.
Andre Mate.
Kylie Lacey.
Courtney Langstrom.
Brandon Bibler.
Corinne Jimenez.
Genesis Navarro.
Christina Lazar.
Samuel Michael.
Layla Keene.
Andrea Hildan.
Omar Jimenez.
Carly Hinton.
Jason Cheap.
Eric Lundy.
Cole Henderson.
Natalie Gonzalez.
Alexis Shoestrove.
Kyle Wojciechowski.
Celeste Lopez.
Kirsten Smurthwaite.
Andrew Tyndall.
Ashley N. Taylor.
Rama Winslow.
Jacob Williams.
Nathaniel Harrison.
Mason Johnson.
Zachary Cox.
Angela DeLuca.
Madeline Grossman.
Keegan Young.
Abigail Nash.
Olivia Clow.
Michaela Noble.
Christian Burrows.
Joshua Taylor.
Kiara Rosaluna.
Stephen Abramowitz.
Alicia Manriquez.
Logan Wallace.
Kenneth Colanto.
Tyra Day.
Allison Moore.
Joy Beth Walsh.
Alexandru Bott.
Christopher Gilbreth.
Arjan Chahal.
Kiana Natagaga.
Grant Lepek.
Brian Horn.
Tyler Berry.
Olivia Ireland.
Perry Thomas.
James Lamb.
Shayna Frink.
Sophie Rao.
Keon Mirka Zimi.
Joseph Marler.
Tucker Felgentreff.
Nicholas Oler.
Angel Meza.
Paige Tucker.
Margaret Sakinski.
Xavier Barnhart.
Taylor, , Taylor, , 9. Taylor, 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 9. Ta
Alyssa Goyhenech.
Morgan Farrell.
Adam Nobriga.
Colin Krantz.
Hayden Donovan.
Nadiv Kontker.
Nick Bowman.
Madeline Tisdale.
Kira Clementi.
Samuel Portello.
Julia Clark.
Trace O'Brien.
Jacob Millard.
Alexia Cook.
Leah Kunev.
Antonia Cook.
Francesca Scalmanini.
Kiana Kubota.
Zanelli Dabu.
Gina Turner.
Aaron Whalen.
Allison Snyder.
Julia Morrison.
Suman Mon.
Vincent Diffenderfer.
Zaniel Monso.
Noah Dion.
Ryan Sullivan.
Jacqueline Murphy.
Shane Kumararatne.
Alex Galamkar.
Shirley Moo.
Isabella Rovai.
Nicholas Hopping.
Jessica Rodi.
Eric Moreno.
Cruz Gonzalez.
Marley Bauer.
Nicholas Conduff.
Taylor Ruiz.
Gabriella Parker.
Madeline Morgan.
Gavin Janis.
Arian Manchanda.
Alexis Van Diemen.
Trevor Ponce.
Colleen Nelson.
Nicholas Martinez.
Selena Martinez.
William Auger.
Sophia Kleinfelder.
Meher Bajwa.
Hannah Shows.
Gabriella Bellows.
David Kurlongo.
Zachary Harden.
Ryan Braden.
Matthew Norman Hauhoko.
Trevor Barnes.
Skylar Young.
Brenda Munoz.
Macy Hay.
Matthew Dennis.
Christian Stromar.
Edward John Overton III.
Marissa Coronado.
Clayton Barnack.
Alexis Ramos Molina.
Aiden Doyle.
Duncan Lopez.
Sierra Holland.
Jonathan McClure.
Sage Wilkins.
Braden Lau.
Samuel Pirini.
Julia Wag.
Jeremy Turangan.
Wyatt Dolan.
Randy Wright.
Ashley Azarin.
Melanie Delalana.
Kendall DeRosa.
Kendall Morton.
Faith Boyce Taylor.
Jacob Mills.
Avery Debovic.
Ryan Quach.
Aiden Unarse.
Svetlana Susht.
Victor Marquez.
Cassidy Brown Ryland.
Amelia Breedlove.
Kyle Sweat.
Kaylin Cardall.
Gianna Carmazzi.
Denise Fernandez.
Cynthia Cazares.
Brandon Cervantes.
Bryson Jones.
Patrick Craighead.
Darwin Pluta.
Elijah Kozovsky.
Nathaniel Hermanson.
Ashley Graves.
Mandana Jahangirian.
Kyle Greidert.
Thomas Smith.
Eddie Owens.
Julia Aspilera.
Derek Fallis Soto.
Allison Patterson.
Jacob Sanchez.
Brenda Areli Castro.
Jake LaRosa.
Tessa Grimm.
Riley Burns.
Andrew Turner.
Ariel Helfand.
Zaid Abu Anze.
Kane Vasquez.
Nicholas Schneider.
Brandon Perez Diarpa.
Lucy Peltz.
Jackson Brewer.
Marissa Oslick.
Jacob Bauer.
Ashley Blackwell.
Quentin McNeely.
Ryan Mackle.
Mitchell Younger.
Matthew Clark.
John Lund.
Alexander Tella.
Adrian Villegas.
Alexis Delgado.
Jordan Swears.
Okay. Omar Eid.
Seth Henderson.
Kobe Lister. Jack Cordray. I'm done.
Cameron Sherson. Callum Inglis.
Okay, so we're on the next page.
Mateen Shams. Go.
They got to do them all.
Quentin McNeely.
I don't know who's next.
We don't know who that is.
Kenny Ma.
Kier Gibson Adams. I didn't know.
And the final diploma awarded to the class of 2017, Bryson Zorich.
to his speech.
Parents and honored guests, I know you feel as we do this evening that this indeed has been a celebration honoring an outstanding class of young adults who have made quite the mark on Rocklin High School. Class of 2017, our faculty and staff thank you and your parents for the opportunity to have been part of your lives over the last 4 years. And now, seniors, please move your tassels from the right to the left as a sign as your new status of your new status as Rocklin High School alumni. Please welcome Luciano Gonzalez, President of the senior class, for the final farewell.
It's such an honor to be standing here in front of you all tonight. Everyone always says high school flies by, but I don't think any of us realized just how true that was until this moment. For the past 4 years, we've been a part of this campus, taking classes, joining clubs, competing in sports, and so much more. We've had great times here, and a lot of us have even come to call this place home. Now, that all comes to an end. But from that end comes a new beginning for all of us. We now have the opportunity to start over with a clean slate. We are now ready to do the things we want to do and be the people we want to be. Very soon, we'll be challenged with new ideas, new people, new responsibilities, and through those challenges, we'll be faced with opportunities to grow as individuals. This is a big step for us. And even though we will miss each other, graduation isn't goodbye. The world is a much smaller place nowadays. And even as we all head off in our own directions, we all have the ability to stay connected to one another. So thank you all for the good times we've had. And here's to the fact that our best days are still yet to come. Back in high school, things were pretty great. But the future holds so much more. Class of 2017, we've done it.
Congratulations to our graduates, parents in the VIP section. Before you join the seniors in the front stage, please give us an opportunity for them one last moment together. The honor guard will drop the ropes as a signal that you may join your students. Thank you all for attending tonight.